Frenz International Cup reaches its finale tonight, and what a match we have in store for you. Estudiantes de La Plata of Argentina against Sporting Club Internacional of Brazil. It's a repeat of the 2015 final, which was won 3-2 by Internacional. Can Estudiantes reclaim their glory that they were chasing? This is the beautiful trophy, which is close to $20,000 worth of real estate. Earlier on today, Frenz United beating Kashmir Antlers by 2-1, so Frenz taking up the bronze medal in their own tournament. But tonight, it's Estudiantes versus Internacional. This is the semi-finals. Estudiantes 3-1 victory over Kashmir Antlers. And immediately we saw that they've got the big striker, Apoloza, who's the joint top scorer with 4 goals. Steve McMahon is alongside him in the commentary box. And Steve, we saw all the good things. They could take it on the chin, and Apoloza, he's a potent force up front.
Absolutely, he didn't do that much in the first game, in the opener, but he scored, and it was a wonderful executed header from Latanzio. And now we're going to touch on Latanzio. He's the one who scores here now. He's the one that provides the ammunition for the rest of the team. Okay, so that was Estudiantes. This is Internacional against Frenz. Hemkheimer scoring the only goal of the first half, which Internacional simply made us purr. They conceded a late equaliser, but 2 goals in the last 10 minutes. Leandro Cordova slides in the first, and then the goal of the tournament so far. It was scored by Gregorio, but made by De Santos. Yeah, he got De Santos and Gregorio. Look at the skill here. Drags it back. It's unplayable at times. That finished Frenz United off, and they're a wonderful team. This is going to be an amazing game, trust me. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got the best of Argentina under-19 versus the best of Brazil under-19. It is no disgrace for Malaysian teams not to make it all the way through. Let's talk about Estudiantes. They've got a little bit of revenge on their minds. Lost 3-2 last year, and they brought many of the same players. It's an under-19 tournament this year, and you've already picked out the likes of Latanzio. They're chasing victory this year, Steve. Yes, they are. And, you know, people got to realise all around the world that Argentina against Brazil is one of the biggest games in world football. This is no different. Coach is Gustavo Salinas.
En primer lugar, muchas gracias. La verdad que estamos muy contentos por lograr de vuelta este pasaje a la final. Nos espera un rival muy difícil, como el Inter. Y sí, que tenemos un juego muy similar. El que lo imponga en el campo de juego es el que va a tener más posibilidades de ganar.
So first of all, we are very glad to be in the final. We know we play the same style as Internacional, but I'm going to play with the best I have, so we hope to win the game.
Muy competitivo, de muy buen nivel. Creo que los equipos que han participado han estado a la altura de lo que exige este torneo. Y esperemos volver en el próximo torneo.
The clubs they have a very good level. We are very glad to be here once again, and we hope to keep coming the next years.
La rivalidad que existe es solo futbolística, por una cuestión de historia. Tenemos muy buena relación con la gente del Inter. Simplemente que salga un buen espectáculo y que gane el mejor. Ahí termina la rivalidad.
There's a big rivalry between Brazil and Argentina, but we are very, very close to Internacional, and we hope everybody could see a good show tonight.
Okay. Dead right, there's a big rivalry between Brazil and Argentina. Also, this is kind of a South American final being played out in Southeast Asia year after year. Internacional are the defending champions, and looking at the form, looking at how they played in the semi-finals, probably our favourite, Steve McMahon.
I think it's 50-50 this game, it really is. I think Estudiantes are a lot better than they were last year, obviously for the experience, but Internacional are the holders. But there's no love lost. It's going to be a war, trust me.
The coach for Internacional is Carlos Liera.
Esperar da nossa equipe com tranquilidade, com qualidade para jogar um bom futebol e uma equipe muito competitiva, muito aguerrida, que é a marca do Internacional.
Gonna expect a good game. We have a good players, so we work through the week to make the best match that we can do.
Não, todos os jogadores à disposição.
have all the players playing today.
I promise you, they do have good players, do Internacional. So do Estudiantes de La Plata. When we come back after a very short break, we have got the best of South American youth right here in Malaysia. This is the final of the Frenz International Cup 2016. Estudiantes versus Internacional. A very warm welcome to Pasir Gudang. We are in Johor for the final of the 4th Frenz International Cup. And like last year in Palembang in Indonesia, it is a match between Estudiantes de La Plata of Argentina. They are in the red and white stripes up against Internacional, who normally play in red shirts, but obviously there's a bit of a colour clash, so they're playing in predominantly white shirts with the red slash across them. And you can see even just from the tension on the players' faces before they come out, Steve McMahon, this matters.
Oh, this is the big game for these youngsters, you know, all over the world. We talk about Manchester United, Liverpool games domestically, internationally. Brazil and Argentina are famous for what they produce. And just them two captains, I was with them yesterday in the press conference, and the two youngsters who are really fired up for this game, and they are quality as well.
And a quality trophy as well. It may not have had the publicity of other international competition, but this Frenz International Cup is unique for Southeast Asia. There is no other tournament that brings you countries, 8 different countries, into one single tournament as it has done this year. And for the 4th year in 5, Frenz deserve immense credit for financing this and for bringing us the likes of the quality that we're going to get in the next 90 minutes. Could go to 120 minutes if required. Steve McMahon, your chance to give Frenz a big thumbs up before the football starts.
Well, wonderful. I mean, for the past 2, probably 3 years, they've invested heavily in Malaysian football, and they need help. It's as simple as that. And tournaments like this, you'll never see all over the world. Especially last year with the amount we had 16 teams last year. And you're talking about Premier League teams, South American teams, Asian teams, the best in world football. Even this year, there's only 8 teams, but we haven't sacrificed the quality. It's still there. And we're not just trying to get these international teams involved. Local footballers are going to benefit from this particular tournament. It's an incredible tournament.
The Brazilian flag will be raised by Sporting Club Internacional. There you can see it, and any time that Brazil play football, you can be sure there'll be a little bit of Jogo Bonito. But when they come up against Argentina, I'm just looking at the faces. Nobody is giving eye contact. Nobody is offering any hint to the other that this is anything other than a major international occasion. Oh boy, I'm looking forward to this. Some great names to look out for as well, names of the future. Both of these clubs have provided players into the Olympic teams who will be represented in Rio later on this year. Last year's tournament has provided one from Estudiantes, one from Internacional into the Olympic teams. So there is quality on display here. An Internacional player moved to Liverpool for £500,000. So there is quality on display here. Several of these players are moving up into the first team squad. This is a shop window for these guys, but also it's a selection. Many of these guys are playing for their futures in the professional game, Steve.
Of course they are, and Veron, Sebastian Veron was over here with Estudiantes, obviously, and he recognises that this is probably their last opportunity to impress before the coaches and all the main guys, including Veron, make a decision on these youngsters, whether they're going to be pros, whether they've got a career in football, or whether they release them and they go elsewhere. So it's a massive tournament for everyone involved.
For Estudiantes de La Plata, they're likely to play a 4-2-3-1. Emmanuel Souza, the number 10, is a proper number 10. Look out for Latangio playing on the left-hand side as well. Ivan Gomez is the holding midfielder.
Oh, I love it. It's great. You've got Gomez, who's fantastic. He's the captain. He makes things happen. He's the link between the defenders and the attackers. Apalaza, we know, is a genuine goal scorer. Latangio, for me, is the player of the tournament. I think he's the one that can go further. He's the one, for me, that sets the teams apart. He is special. A fantastic left foot, strong, powerful.
As for Internacional, they also have a number 10 with special qualities, João Barbosa. Also up front they've got Gregorio, who has got a wonderful, wonderful left foot. And they've mixed and matched a little bit here, because Luis Felipe Gregorio going to play on the left side. We reckon Leandro Cordoba will play on the right side. They're showing versatility here, Steve.
Well, yeah, and that's what the South American teams do. They look at the opposition, they weigh up the pros and cons, and they play accordingly. They don't just stick to a plan of a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. They change it accordingly, which is fantastic for the education of players and coaches.
Plenty of opportunity on the bench as well. Every one of those players has played some time. Estudiantes played 4-1-4. Internacional played 3-1-3. Something has got to give. Internacional, the defending champions, in white on the left. Estudiantes de La Plata in the red and white stripes on the right of Argentina. Let battle commence. We are immediately underway as Gomez closing down immediately by Gregorio, as Foyth has to do a little Cruyff turn almost in the first 6 seconds, because he's under that much pressure. Fortes. Silva. Fortes. Intercepted by Civetti. Foyth involved once again. Belted clear by Adin. And the impressive Sousa Daniel knocks it straight out of play, and already inside 30 seconds we've seen pressing at both ends of the pitch. Steve McMahon.
Sorry, yeah, we think about South American football as just ticky-tacky football and triangles, but let me tell you now, even looking at it now, the pressing is unbelievable from back to front. The strikers work hard, you see them now, even, and then the midfield players do. So it's a wonderful experience and watching this type of football. Talented beyond belief, yes, but work ethics are fantastic.
Given away to Latangio. Latangio, all left foot, but what a left foot. Loses out there, because Latangio to a makeshift right back, Leandro Cordova, who appeared on the left wing to score the game-winning goal against Frenz in the in the semi-final on Monday. Shows the versatility. Here's Barbosa. 18 is João Vieira. I value the holding midfielder as the goalkeeper. Ooh, Silva. There's appeals for a handball there against Silva. Reverson. Steve McMahon, it's into the body.
It's going to be difficult for the referee to give a penalty there. It's early doors, referee is under pressure as well. Never mind the two teams, the referee is under pressure as well, so he has to have a cool head.
Curled in. Goalkeeper at full stretch makes a fine catch. There's Andre Grandi. That's Fortes. A bit of a push on Civetti. Carvalho, part of midfield. Nice, I'm looking forward to seeing João Vieira play. Gregorio. Fortes. Guidance shot coming in from Charles Silva. This is Barbosa. Dia, who scored the very first goal of this tournament a long time ago, it seems now. A week ago last Monday, scored the first goal against Suwon. There's Barbosa onto Carvalho. And there's a collision there between Carvalho and Souza. And this will be a real test as well for the match referee. Let's not forget. Oh, ouch. Only Carvalho and Souza, who was caught by an errant elbow. Souza Daniel plays long onto Carvalho. Jao Santos is looking for Cordova down the right-hand side. Gabriel Mentz. Picked up by Civetti. Gomez. Lovely ball. This is Montiel. Montiel's got Apalaza in the middle. Gregorio will chase. Foyth lets Gregorio through, but he's quick enough to recover his one Foyth. Of occasion that makes you wish you were an under-19 player against Steve McMahon.
Yes, you'd say so. And the skipper, I like this guy a lot. Mentz, the number 3. He is immense. He really is. He's strong. He's cute. He's a footballer and he's a leader. That's why he's the captain.
So I'm not afraid to put a little bit of welly into the clearances, a little bit of a extra pizzazz foul throw against Juan Diaz. It was 3-2 when they played last year to Internacional. Some game over in Palembang.
It was fireworks. Fantastic. Again, two different ways of playing. And Ronald was the youngster that eventually came to us. He was sent off late on. So they know what it's all about. Players have played in this tournament. They know the passion, the commitment. But we need quality. You know, it's okay. Oh, that was a bit of a stamp, bit of a jump.
But he's got away with it.
Absolutely.
Apalaza. Cordova is up quickly as Latangio steps forward. Oh. First 20 minutes are marking your scent. This is my territory.
Well, again, look, that can work both ways. If you don't get the ball, then you're off. It's as simple as that. Referee is very, very important. We want to see 11 against 11. And he's got decisions to make. It doesn't matter whether it's in the first 5 or 10 minutes or the last minute. He has to see it the way it is.
Tangio got the shot in on goal. It wasn't the best shot. Easy for Andre Grandi. Cabrera's header. Barbosa loses out as Diaz somehow finds the very, very, very back of the stand. I've seen commitment already. Enkaimer couldn't keep it alive. Here's Foyth. Fascinated to see how Foyth really deals with attacking players against him. Souza, Montiel. Just couldn't keep it alive. Souza asked too much. Coming over, just have a little look at what's going on. Brazil versus Argentina, always worth it. Montiel. Fortes, very strong. And Kama was just flicked by Adin. Referee will decide now that is the time to have a word. Dead right, it's a big task for the referee as well. They won't be used to this kind of intensity and off the ball kind of shenanigans we're expecting.
Correct, and you don't see it on a weekly basis, these officials, so I would imagine they've been groomed and waiting for situations, but as physical as this is going to be, they have to be careful that they don't get reckless early on. They have to make sure that their decisions are right.
Here's Gregorio. Foyth in close attention. Foyth. Well, only 8 minutes in, and Foyth has been asked to defend more now than he has in the previous 4 games Estudiantes have played. Fortes into Silva. Through Silva's legs. Barbosa versus Sosa, 2 genuine number 10s. Approaching the 10-minute mark, game's not really settled down yet. It's very harem scarum. The pace is already a little bit above anything we've witnessed so far. Maybe the Estudiantes Frenz game matched it for intensity in the early stages. Foyth. Cabrera. Gomez wasn't expecting that, but still able to react. Latanzio. Interesting here that they've put Leandro Cordova at right back against Latanzio. Is that a pace situation?
It has to be. There's no other reason why you do so. But I think Latanzio's got far better strength and ability. So, yeah, it's about pace, I think, Des, you're right.
Here's Adin, breaking forward, Civetti, blocked off by the impressive Sousa Daniel. Well, the second foul throw already in the match, but that was purely just a little bit of grease on the ball that prevented Adin getting the ball in. It's Gustavo Salinas, the coach of Estudiantes. Sousa. Sousa's not just a playmaker, he can tackle. Cabrera. Yeah. Latanzio. And read that. Cavallo. Oh, what a touch.
Wonderful touch.
Cavallo and Kama. How do you teach that kind of touch?
You can't, that's natural. That's natural, man. That's the big question. Are players born or already made? There's an argument for both. Well, actually, there's not. I think they're made. There you go.
But you worked really hard as a player.
Well, that's the point. You make yourself a player. Everybody's got talent in them, but it's how you then work your talent out. You can't just, talent alone won't make you a footballer. You have to work hard, you have to have all the ingredients, dedication, commitment, application, the full hit. Otherwise you won't make it. It's as simple as that.
Here's Gregorio against Adin. I don't think there's been a ball or a pass to a player that hasn't been contested. Dos Santos, case in point, goes down quickly by Civetti. Maybe the centre-backs get 3 touches on the ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, the neutral will be thinking, what's all the fuss about? You know, Estudiantes International. I thought they'd be better than this. But that was a piece of magic. Absolutely.
Cavallo, cleared by Adin. That's what the fuss is about, Steve.
Yeah, of course. You can turn an average game or a physical game into a wonderful spectacle. And that's a brilliant they've got to be committing. International have got to get people in the box. That's why sometimes they don't like the one guy up front. If you're going to play one guy up front, the wide player, Gregorio, has got to get in on the first step. He didn't play.
There's Gregorio. Barbosa on his weaker right foot. If that's on his left, do you think that's arrowing on target? Breaks to Barbosa on the edge of the box. Diaz, Souza. What a great ball, Latangio shows his pace, Latangio. Souza Daniel defends the edge of his 6-yard box perfectly. And then Carvalho looks for Gregorio. Jalviera. Barbosa. Closed down by Civetti. Once again, Latangio. One-on-one, chance to run immense. Latangio.
Speculative, but he can do it. I mean, you've seen him do things like that in this tournament. But again, it's high wide momentum.
He's also got a great name for a footballer. Latangio.
What's up with McMahon? You don't have to be Gomez or Latangio to be a footballer, does.
Here's Latangio, looks for Apolaza. Look at the goalkeeper's starting position. He was 10 yards off his line.
He's part of the team. He's not isolated at all. When it's 11 players and he becomes part of that outfit, not isolated. Wonderful goalkeeper.
Mentz. Cordova. Driving forward. Gomez. Proper footballer's name, makes the tackle.
It's funny, isn't it? South American teams, all the names sound very sexy. And English names just a very dull and dour. Why is that, Des?
As Silva is beaten by Adin, Montiel, Gregorio. This football is art, Steve. English don't do art particularly brilliantly. Look at this, Barbosa. Cortez inside of him. Cortez. João Silva. Shows he's kicked the ball away. With the 6-ball system. And the ball comes back on very quickly and the referee didn't notice. 16 minutes have gone, not an awful lot in terms of goal-mouth action, but this is fizz-pass to me, Steve McMahon.
It does, because, I mean, my eyes especially are looking at not just at the camera shots, off-the-ball incidents, and it's fascinating. I did say before to you, I like these battles that they have off the camera, and the referee can't see that. We've seen now physically it's strong, but it's a battle of wits, it's a game of chess.
Playing on the referee as well there. Gomez clearly was a foul on Henkeimer. Oh, sorry, Fortes. A free kick in a decent area.
Well, it's strange. I mean, Gregorio is naturally the striker, but he's playing wide left for tactical reasons, obviously. And Fortes is playing as a false number 9, because he's a midfield player. He played in the last game as a midfield player, an attacking midfield player. But he's playing as a false number 9, so it's interesting.
Barbosa and Jalviera over the football. Mentz Ments and Sousa Daniel looking to attack. Voigt has got to pick up Sousa Daniel. Went in for the short ball. Barbosa. Back to Carvalho. Nonsense from Carvalho. Back to Andre Grandi. Distribution for once lets him down on the side of his foot. Cabrera. Silva read it. Kama. Sousa Daniel. Silva's made his run. Teams, though, for the most part have cancelled each other out because the commitment on both sides has been equally passionate.
Yeah, correct. And I think it's the fear of failure, fear of making a mistake, even at this level. If you can take the fear out of youngsters, then you're going to have wonderful players. You see youngsters in training, and they're remarkable. They've got the best talent in the world. You put them in game situations, and the fear factor then kicks in, and they can't produce the talent. And that is the difference.
Nkama versus Adin. Nkama's got that pace. Savetti did well. Adin drives forward. Apalaza. Ments can only find Montiel. Montiel is dispossessed expertly. Gomez. Lattanzio. Flag stays down. Lattanzio's got Apalaza in the middle. But he runs into two players, and Sousa Daniel can mop up. Cordova. Clear only to Cabrera. Lattanzio.
It's amazing how they switched the tactics completely. International. It really is. Gregorio now has gone as the striker. You've seen Nkama now has gone on the left-hand side. Fortes is now on the right-hand side. Now it's changed completely. So all credit to coach. That's why I love it. It's a fascinating game. When coaches see it, you can see the coaches on the sideline working things out. What's going to hurt the opposition? How we can get in behind them. And you can see straight away how it's changed quickly, because you have to be adaptable.
Gomez. Adin. One Foyth, one to Montiel. Sousa just catches Carvalho, who does such a fine job in that destroyer role, what we used to call the Makelele role, is probably now the Kante role.
Yes, absolutely. Carvalho is outstanding. He's good technically as well. He's not just a destroyer. He can play.
Manuel Sousa not wanting to let him play. Here's Gabriel Ments. Great ball from Ments, and even Lattanzio, the creative outlet. So full commitment to that challenge.
Yeah, it shows you not always have to go forward and be a good player attacking wise. You got to do your duties and put a shift in defensively.
Silva. Nkama. Confidence for a left winger to hold onto the ball. Play across his own goal area. Ments. Looking for movement. Cordova. There's a late challenge from Lattanzio, which has produced a reaction from the Internacional bench.
Something, nothing. There's not much in that.
card for Carlo Latanzio. Plaza is offside.
Well offside.
Some finish. He just dinked that into the top corner.
Nonchalant.
He's the joint top scorer with Reza Karimi with 4. Karimi had an opportunity to take a penalty for Frenz United earlier on today. Decided not to do so. Souza again stepping on the ball. So is Apalaza. Mind games at the moment. Still going on, 24 minutes in.
Yeah, it's not a classic Des, is it? You know, it's not the free-flowing football that we wanted and we wish for. But nevertheless, tactically and as a coach, it's fantastic to watch.
Montiel. Cortez. It's a question of Cordova. Barbosa. Latanzio. Flag stays down. Latanzio was taken out by Mentz, but Apalaza carries on, and he's found Montiel. And Montiel to Souza. Souza blocked. And Latanzio was blocked earlier on in the move. Steve McMahon, did your eyes in the back of your head pick up anything?
No, it didn't early. This is a great opportunity, but great defending. It really was fantastic defending from Souza.
That's the earlier Latanzio, Gabriel Mentz international accord.
Nothing wrong with that, please.
Mentz is being called over by the referee. He's doing his best to act innocent.
Yes. And he's doing his best to be injured as well at times. He's not. He's up, he's drinking, he's walking fine, there's nothing wrong.
I can only assume that that was the 4th official who has assisted the referee there. Which, if it is good officiating, good teamwork. .26 minutes gone. Pase Gudang, Internacional 0, Estudiantes de La Plata 0. Montiel. The pressure from Silva and Gregorio. Barbosa. Pressure by Civetti. This is Gregorio. Civetti not interested in the fancy back flicks. And credit to Gregorio. He's battled. And Montiel. Souza. Souza! Twice he's ghosted into the penalty area now, Souza.
He's their quality, he's the go-to man, and it's on his right-hand side. But they've had a few half chances in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Estudiantes. I think Internacional started off the best team, and for most of the game I think they've been on top and looked the strongest side. But Estudiantes are starting to come into it.
Possessional stats are 50-50. The shots, though, are 4-1 in favour of the Argentines from Estudiantes in the red and white. Gomez, Latanzio. That will be a throw into Estudiantes. Let's not forget, do have a little bit of revenge on their minds, and they've brought many of the same squad who played in last year's tournament. Internacional have got a couple of players, but not the same volume.
No, but why wouldn't you, Des? This is a big tournament, because the prize money is amazing. It's 100,000 US. total prize money. 50,000 for the winners, 25 for the runners-up, and we go on for fair play and top goal scorer and other bits and pieces, but there's 100,000 US at stake.
It's worth having.
Well, it's a little bit of change in your pocket, there's.
Plus expenses, plus accommodation.
Yes, and flights.
Carvalho. Cordova. Saved by Cabrero. Montiel asked Adin to join in. Adin is tripped by Gregorio, and that'll be the second yellow card of the match against Luis Gregorio. And it's the creative players picking up the card, Steve.
Yes, it is, and it's clumsy. Typical sort of strikers' challenges, you know, you have to stay on your feet, you can't dive in. And they could cost them, but I don't think so, because I think they're clever enough not to do a second rush challenge to get them away.
Tangier with the free kick. The defensive line is a long way out. It's good 25 metres out. 6 or 7 metres outside.
Good spot, Des, because you get your lines. It's all about lines. 18-yard line is where you'd probably defend this one. And it could have cost them. It could have cost them. Seriously, there's too much space between goalkeeper and defenders. I believe the 18-yard box is the line to pick. And it was a very dangerous game to play.
There's the ball in.
It's a great ball in. And you're leaving, what you're doing is you're leaving more space for Latanzio to put it into.
Foyth there was disruptive of the keeper. Javiera. Javiera again. Lovely first touch, Gregorio. Gomez got there, Carvalho stops. We've got a 4-on-3 break. There's an opportunity here. This is Montiel. Latanzio far post. Latanzio! Goal! Estudiantes! Carlo Latanzio on 30 minutes breaks the deadlock.
Yes, it's unbelievable. It really is. And for all the creativity going forward, you have to defend properly. It's a poor goalkeeper now, I've got to say. But he's hit the target, Latanzio. Good technique, it's come up the sky. But I do think the keeper should have done better. I really do. But Montiel has picked them out. It's a spotter's badge. You know, it could have been easy for him to try and cut inside another shot, but he's picked Latanzio out, who I think is one of the best players in the tournament.
Third goal of the tournament for Carlo Latanzio, and they had just swapped sides at the two wingers before then. So first blood, Estudiantes. Let's see what kind of reaction Internacional can provide. Here's Gregorio. Javiera goes down by Civetti. Goalkeeper is Andre Grandi. In his grey shirt, almost looks like part of the team anyway. Well, we haven't seen the free-flowing International that we've seen in all the previous games. Frenz United stopped them playing for half an hour, but otherwise they've been very, very creative.
Yes, they have, and credit to the coach. And you've got to look at strengths and weaknesses, and that's how you play the game. You can't just allow other teams to play and get their best players in the ball. So it's a chess game, as I said earlier. And that's down to players and coaches getting a game plan together and sticking to it.
Amaya.
Again, there's just notices. Look, Fortes is now the number 8. Is now dropped in as the main striker again. Gregorio has gone into a wide position again. And it's just whether the coach is telling them or they just do it instinctively.
Gregorio. We nearly robbed one Foyth. Has not observer overlooking this. This is like a senior game in terms of pace, as far as I'm concerned. I commentated on Malaysia and Singapore. This is quicker than an international game.
Yes, it is, because there's no time on it. What they tend to do is drop off. Both teams, whoever's in possession, drop off and allow them to play at the back and allow them to play little ticky-tacky stuff. But they're not progressing. Here, the intensity is high. When there's dangerous situations, they press. It's important. Look, you see them working together off the ball, and I love it. I thought he was onside there.
Souza was indeed offside. That went up a little bit late.
Show me again, please. He's just onside, Des. Sorry, but he's onside.
Tell you what, Grandi, he does like to play from the back.
Well, this is where, if I'm a coach and I know the keeper and all the players want to play from the back, you press. Now you press. Now you squeeze. You try and win the ball back high up.
Good over. Pressed and pressed and pressed by Latanzio.
Yeah.
And Latanzio goes past Barbosa.
That's got to be a booking. Has to be. Has to be. He's in full stride. He's through.
He's going to have a talking to, and no more.
He's a lucky boy. He's clipped him. And their playmaker, Barbosa, is a very lucky boy.
One yellow card apiece so far. Luis Felipe Gregorio for Internacional. Latanzio for Estudiantes, but Latanzio has had a bonus if he scored the only goal of the game so far. Came after half an hour, 34 minutes in. This is Emmanuel Souza. Foyth is in the attacking area. Souza saw the goalkeeper just cheating. We've seen that before in the Liverpool-Everton derby.
Don't watch the eyes. The keeper's trying to expect him to go into the box, and Souza give him the eyes and try to put it into the near post.
Savetti just climbing on Barbosa.
Savetti's a good player. We talk about all the creativity that Estudiantes and International have, but you can't buy these kind of players like Savetti. He's a wonderful player. He sits there, he's unassuming, he does all the work that nobody really wants to do, but a very, very good player. He's a 7 out of 10 every week.
Fortes. Fortes was tipped by your friend Savetti. Man on ball. Hemaya, Barbosa, Fortes. Fortes. Couldn't get the shot away, thought he was impeded as he did. It's the first save for Stefano Francesconi in goal for Estudiantes.
A save? Would you call that a save?
Yes. Otherwise, it was going in the goal. There's a chance if they can break it over to Latanzio. Here's Apalaza. Silva gets the better of Apalaza. Helped out by Gregorio. Throw into Internacional of Brazil.
If Barbosa gets his head up and has got the vision, then Latanzio's as free as a bird on the left-hand side. He could have clipped it into the space, and there was a great opportunity there, Des.
Gregorio. Souza wants the throw in, gets the throw in. Just seems to be a little bit more intensity from Estudiantes.
Yes, I mean, when you score a goal against your arch rivals, it gives you a lift, it gives you a tonic, and they've got something to hold on to now. So the onus is now on International to force the issue, even at this stage. I know there's a long, long way to go, but South Americans are wonderful at keeping hold of what they've got, and you'll see it. They'll play by the rules if they can, If not, they just want to win, get themselves in front, and the winners. And you'll see that more and more as the game goes on.
Look at the closing down by Latanzio. Finds Civetti. Latanzio. Lovely touch from Carlo Latanzio. And Latanzio tried to bend it. Cordova. Fortes. Empire ahead of him. Fortes runs into Foy. Javiera. Cordova. Again, comfortable for Francesconi.
It's a save in your book.
That is a save.
In your book.
And in our wonderful Namaji statistician's book as well.
Okay. It's a shot on target as well.
Yes, it is. Vieira finds Silva. Gregorio. Pace from Gregorio. Hemmeyer inside of him. Gregorio! Just wide.
Power, pace, and didn't hit the target. Didn't make your goalkeeper make a save.
He wouldn't count it as a save anyway, even if he did.
That would have been a save, because it had a bit of venom in it.
Here's the movement of Gregorio.
That's his essential position, but he gets it. See,
And it leads to the goal.
Yes.
He loses out here. 3-on-2 break. And what do they do so well here?
well, look, the two centre halves are committed. You can't do both when you're overloaded. The pick out was fantastic. Tanzio found himself in the right hand side, and again he has to watch it. It's coming out the sky. It's not an easy technique. Although I do think the keeper should have done a little bit better. But technique is fantastic.
It is over, but it breaks.
Save.
Quite right too. Venomous effort coming in from Silva. You look at the statistics. International
it's
now
a
had
save.
5 shots, 3 on target.
Okay.
But more seriously, International beginning just to get themselves back into the game, Steve.
Yes, I actually think International have a better side in terms of individuals and the way they play. But the Estudiantes have got a great game plan, and they have got 3 or 4 match winners. We've touched on it. The Tanzio for me is fantastic. And then you've got Apalaza who can score goals, Souza, and who's a fantastic talent if you let him play. So they have got match winners and they're working very, very hard.
Gomez, Diaz, Latanzio. Menz has made a mistake, and Souza just blocked by Souza Daniel. And Souza Daniel can feed Gregorio, who's passed that in. 2 in the penalty area for Gregorio.
Good player does.
Still Gregorio. Chance at the back. Oh, it's wide from Javiera.
Magnificent by Gregorio. He goes past, glides past, he sells the dummy to the defender, clips a wonderful ball in, and Vieira can't get it on target. I suppose that's why he's playing in the wide position. Trickery, pace, poor effort.
There's Javiera. Hemmeyer. He's now the central player. Gregorio wide left. He's had a very fruitful couple of minutes, but he's lost the ball there. Works hard to win it back. Gomez. TL. Possessional stats just in favour of Internacional. Shots 7-6, legitimate or otherwise. Menz looking for Latanzio. For a 500 here at Pasiguran to watch the finale of the 4th Frenz International Cup.
Should be more there, should be more. This is prestigious, beyond belief. Yeah, it was a bit late in organising the venues and the hotels and such as the problems that our staff have at Frenz United, who've done a magnificent job. It's very, very difficult to get teams from all over the world and do the organisation and the planning and just the general work that they have to do behind the scenes. So massive credit to our guys behind the scenes.
8-team tournament. Teams came from Australia and Korea and Japan, Malaysia through Frenz United, Argentina, Brazil, Thailand through Chonburi, and Besiktas of Turkey. Short, not so sweet. Here's Cavallo. Diaz. Javiera. No time or space. We've just got 90 seconds or so before the half-time whistle. Gregorio growing into the game. Empire. Javiera. Cortez. Javiera. Just no time or space. This is Cordova. Little nutmeg from Cordova. Oh, Barbosa is caught by Cabrera. Cabrera will pick up a yellow there, because that's an ankle tacker. Third man to see yellow. Ooh, straight down the shins as well. The late chance to try and just fashion something. Javiera's the man in possession.
You don't want to do it there. At this stage of the game, you don't want to allow International back into the game. It was a very rash and stupid challenge in a very dangerous area. So the coach won't be happy from Estudiantes.
Every Estudiantes player is back 4 in the wall.
Again, the thing here is don't aim for anybody in particular. Aim for a space in between that. I call it the imaginary second 6-yard box. So if you get the 6-yard box that you see and then put another 6-yard box in, if you whip it into that space there, it's up to the players to get into it. And he didn't there.
Now on the breakaway, Lattanzio. A look at the pace of Lattanzio, an instant off the ball. Lattanzio's got Apolaza to aim for. Sousa Daniel is down and now back up because the referee hasn't stopped the game. Look out for a little bit of retribution from Sousa Daniel as Montiel tries the shot, and Sousa Daniel looks to the referee for a little bit of assistance. Did you see anything?
No, I just seen him go down as if he'd been poleaxed, but he was soon up again when he realised there was nothing going to be taken, no action taken. So I don't think there was much in it. It'd be nice if we can see it again, but I'm not too sure we can.
So much going on. We've got 8 cameras here. I think we need 18 to really count. Well, we need an ISO cam on each player.
You do, and that's what we said before the game. It's not about when the possession and you see the ball in play. It's about what happens individually off the ball, the little skirmishes, the streetwise stuff that's going on. It's fascinating to watch.
Barbosa, Maya. Half-time whistle goes. It's been fast, it's been furious. Carlo Lattanzio scored the only goal of the game with a left-footed volley after 30 minutes. The referee has had eyes in the back of his head, or he's needed them, but enjoyable stuff, Steve McMahon.
Oh, great stuff. As a neutral, you might think, well, I thought we might get more chances, more goals, but you don't need goals and goals and goals to make it a fantastic occasion, and this is wonderful to watch.
1-0 at half-time to the team who were beaten finalists last year, Estudiantes de La Plata. Can they hold on? We'll have highlights in a few minutes. Second half coming up in 3 minutes. Frenz International Cup, it's finals day, and the final itself has produced a really physical contest between Estudiantes de La Plata and Internacional of Brazil. 1-0 it is at half-time to Estudiantes. Internacional in the white shirts, they had early chances, some lovely wing play, setting the ball in. Haven't been that many big chances, Steve McMahon, but the physicality and the interplay has been great to watch live.
Yeah, I think the fear factor gets to youngsters, and now if you make a mistake you're going to be in big trouble. Coaches and the nation's watching, and you cost your team. So in that case, young players take the safe option. I think as the game goes on we'll see many chances, especially when the Estudiantes are still leading.
Emmanuel Souza got into the penalty area on a couple of occasions. The two number 10s are interesting. They're both trying to get forward, but they're both working hard as midfielders as well.
You have to. You can't just say, I'm a 10 and I just want to play my little patch, Des. It doesn't happen. The best players in the world are number 10s, but they work so hard.
The only goal of the first half, it came when the winger swapped sides. Montiel picks up Latanzio. And you blame the keeper, but it's still a fine strike from
you wouldn't blame, you're a keeper man, and you wouldn't blame the keeper, but the pick out as well is fantastic. To Sposs's badge, he could easily waste this as a wasted opportunity. He doesn't, he watches it, great technique. Come on, keeper's got to do better.
Here it is from another angle once again. Montiel, you saw he has a little glance up there.
Yeah, he looks up and he picks Latanzio out. That's not easy. You've got to beat the defender and then the technique. Although the keeper, for me, made a mistake, Latanzio's technique was fantastic.
Coming down the other end, Gregorio, he really had an inspired last 15 minutes or so. Look at him get to the byline.
Dropped his shoulder.
Comes to João Vieira and he can't put the ball on target.
No, that's why he's more of a destructive player, I think. If you've got Fortes in that position, then maybe it's a goal. Look, Shinza, but wonderful, wonderful play down the left-hand side by Cordova.
So not many chances to show you. We've had 4 shots on target, 4 off target, 6 chances for Internacional. Possession just in favour of Internacional, but it's Estudiantes de La Plata who are leading by a goal to 0. Let's look at the shot charts, and you're looking at Latanzio. Latanzio's getting into the penalty area.
Yes, and if he's not in the penalty area, he's providing. He's got great pace, power on the left-hand side, but he's the one that is the threat. He's the player of the tournament, in my opinion.
Looking at the other side of the shot chart, and we'll possibly see less attempts on goal, but when they have got in there, well, we've got Fortes who's got in on the right-hand side, but an awful lot from outside the penalty area.
Yeah, and that's not good enough, you know. You must create chances, and the more chances you create, it's got to be in the 18-yard box. Been very disappointed in Barbosa. Barbosa is their best player. Sorry, Des. Carry on.
Half-time, 1-0 to Internacional. So Estudiantes, second half coming up. That little montage you've just seen shows it's been fast and furious between Estudiantes de La Plata and Internacional of Brazil. Final of the Frenz International Cup, the 4th Frenz International Cup. The defending champions are Internacional. Earlier on today we saw Frenz United pick up a bronze medal after beating Kashmir Antlers by 2-1, deservedly so. So they are third, and we'll have the prize presentation a little bit later on. But my co-commentator Steve McMahon will be handing out some of the prizes. Who do you see the top prize going to, Steve? Estudiantes in the lead at half-time. Have Internacional got it in them to come back?
Yes, they have, Des. They've got quality, we know that. But 1-0 for South American teams is usually enough. and the way they get back behind the ball. And the problem I did say in the first game with Frenz is keeping the back door closed. Now, International will be pressing to try and get the equaliser, of course, but you've seen the pace and the quality that Estudiantes have on the break. So while the pressure will come from International, the counter-attacking from Estudiantes, so we're fascinated to see if they can maybe make it to.
In the last 15 minutes, though, we saw particularly Luis Gregorio, the number 9, with assistance from Fortes and Barbosa, create one or two chances that they hadn't created in the first 30 minutes. Yes. Are they getting into the game at International?
Yes, they are. Maybe they should stick to a game plan and a system. Gregorio maybe down the middle and more effective. Whether he brings someone else on to partner Gregorio front and play with an orthodox 4-4-2 remains to be seen, but that's down to the coaches to use their knowledge and work it out.
Interesting this. We have got Estudiantes ready to come out and play. International, their door is closed and they're being asked to come out. Is this a little bit of mind games, or is this a lot of work, a lot of talks going on in the half-time dressing room?
Probably both. It's very difficult to talk for 15 minutes as a coach on things that you're not happy with. You very rarely have a locked door situation. But there's a lot to be said. They don't look happy, do they?
They do not look happy, and the players are coming out scowling as well. This is Silva, the left back, with Gregorio just beside him, and Barbosa also. Interesting.
Well, if that's anything to go by, then beware of the wounded animals. And there's lots of talking to. Maybe they come out with a bit more fire in the belly, and let's see what happens.
Plus, we understand a lot of decisions are being made about players' careers. They're under 19. Some will be released after this tournament. Some will be given professional opportunities.
Yes, correct. It's a big tournament, so the pressure, the fear factor in youngsters. So, yeah, very, very interesting. Livelihoods are at stake, even in a tournament such as this. It's big time stuff for all of these youngsters.
And you can see they're sprinting as they come out, and there's going to be a change as well. Sampaio is coming on for Hemaya, we understand. So the number 2 is a more orthodox right back than Leandro Cordova, who had been played in there, and Gustavo Hempire is being withdrawn.
Yeah, Cordova probably will go in a more attacking position, which we thought would happen in the first place. The tactics didn't work in the first half, so a defender goes in at right back, rightly so. Cordova now switches from his right back position to the right side of the midfield. It gives them more pace, gives them more of an out, and yeah, interesting. Already they've made it a tactical decision.
There was Hemaya. Didn't look too thrilled at being hauled off after 45 minutes. Estudiantes de La Plata in the red and white stripes from Argentina, 1, Internacional 0. On the right-hand side of your screen, attacking right to left. There will be extra time and penalties if we are level after 90 minutes. And already you're seeing Gregorio trying to pinch 10 meters. You're seeing the Estudiantes players encroaching on the center circle. It's great stuff. Here's Vieira on to Sampaio, giving him an early touch. Cordova, who scored a late goal against Frenz United in the semi-final. Mentz, back to his goalkeeper, who loves to be involved, Grandi. Sousa Daniel, striding forward. This is Gregorio, laying down the left-hand side. Gregorio through the middle. Fortes through the middle. Gregorio down the left. Sousa Daniel again. Silva. Montiel. Back's clear. Silva. Gregorio. Lovely turn of pace. Silva. Fortes. Barbosa. João can't get there. Belted clear by Juan Diaz. Cordova into João Vieira. Gregorio. Silva going ahead of him. Gregorio dipped and swerved.
it has to be a fantastic effort from there, does it? Really does. You've not got much chance from that type of distance.
Francesconi doesn't catch that one right. Barbosa. Adin. But if that's a pass, that's magnificent. Onto Latanzio, who's stronger than Sampaio. And Mentz clears it. And the touch from Fortes and the pressure from Diaz. Free kick, Internacional. Slightly more defensive, Estudiantes?
Well, it will be. They've got something to protect, and subconsciously they will drop, and as the game goes on they will go deeper and deeper. Starting now with 5 or 10 yards just in our own half, you'll end up 30-40 yards by in the next 15-20 minutes. Trust me, they'll go deeper and deeper and deeper.
Interesting there, we saw Souza, that's the 4th time he stopped a quick free kick being taken. Now he's had a warning. Montiel. It's off the shins of Gregorio from Civetti, who hasn't been standout on the ball, but he's been near the ball just every time it's in the midfield area.
Correct, he's a player's choice. He's one of them that if you ask most of the players who's in your team, who's your first name, it's someone like Civetti.
Souza Daniel, centre-back, comes forward and mixes it with Foyth. And Gomez is involved, and Souza Daniel's involved, and bodies falling over left, right and centre until eventually there's a free kick.
This will get very feisty, trust me. As the games tick away, or sorry, the minutes tick away, it will get feistier and feistier.
Which is great, so long as it's controlled and there's no out-of-control leg breakers.
Not yet.
Diaz, Gomez. Cabrero, that'll break. Apollosa.
Oh dear. Bubble. I have to say my first instinct is it's a bubble. It just skips up when he's about to take his shot. It just bobs up. Watch it again. Lovely's away, you think, yeah, put your money on him, no problem. It just stands up.
It looks awful for Juan Apolaza. If he scores, he'll be the top scorer. He's currently got 4. Level with Reza Karimi of Frenz United.
That's why I was shocked today when Ifan actually picked the ball up and took the penalty. I thought Reza would have been the first to grab the ball, as he does, and take the penalty himself, knowing that he would have been, at present, the leading goal scorer.
Souza, Apolaza. Great tackle by Carvalho. And then the foul for Internacional. Apolaza not at all happy, and has the free kick indeed gone to Independiente, as it should have done. Independiente, Estudiantes.
This is nonsense. It's just handbags and frustration. Get on with the game. Referee, get control. Tell them to get on now. Get on with it. That's the best way to do it.
Barbosa onto Sampaio. Closed down by Latanzio.
There's my man.
Carvalho. Barbosa. Javiera. Silva overlapping. Adin.
What an athlete.
Dives in, Adin. That was sheer determination against a 100-metre sprinter. Ooh, given away. Apolaza. Montiel. Going to get feisty, Steve McMahon.
Feisty. Listen, there's more to come. While the score's 1-0, there's more to come.
Add-in clears. Mentz has got to be careful.
Oh,
Mentz.
dear.
Well, Lattanzio denied by Grandi. Gomez. Tanzio. Souza.
Every time Souza tries to do a little bit of magic, he's closed down and he's either fouled or he's dispossessed.
And somebody falls on you just to add a little bit of insult to injury. That was Sampaio who came on as substitute.
Off the ball, referee's having a word again already.
Carvalho being hauled out.
These two, they're the ones that had the set to just early on, 2 or 3 minutes beforehand.
Souza, Apolloso.
Oh dear me.
He's a touch away.
I think he shows more aggression. It's a goal. But what a ball. We'll say about the second 6-yard box. If we can have another look at it, I'm sure we will in a moment, but a break.
Here's Gregorio. Gregorio across the face of goal, deflected for a corner kick. This is the Gregorio moment.
Gets the ball in. Second 6-yard box does. If you could draw a second 6-yard box, that's where that ball lands. If players used to aim for that area, 9 times out of 10, there'll be someone in the end of it.
Barbosa's corner. Brilliant defending from Foyth. There's bodies throwing themselves on the ball. This is under 19, ladies and gents. This is what it means. In between all of the aggression, you've got quality as well. Not so much in that pass there from Cabrera. Kind of game I suspect Steve McMahon in your playing days used to love.
Always, yeah, absolutely. What's fascinating to see about the two sides is they've got 4 or 5 really quality match-winning players. So if you try and close one down, like you're looking at Souza for Estudiantes, where they're trying to keep him out of the game. Lattanzio then pops up. He's then the main man. If they try and mark Lattanzio, Apolloso then comes up with an opportunity. So Estudiantes have got that in the locker. And on the opposite side of it, you've got Carvalho who sits there, Barbosa who has not done much as it happens. Gregorio comes into the game. So you've got match winners, 3 or 4 from each side.
Mentz. This is Carvalho. Internacional in the white. Barbosa trying to play in Cordoba. Cordoba will just make sure Francesconi can't take too much time. Still got 35 minutes on the clock. The Estudiantes have the lead courtesy Carlo Lattanzio's 30th minute volley. Johore's the epicenter of football in Malaysia at the moment. Tomorrow night on the Astro channels we have got a little match of Malaysia versus Timor-Leste in the Asian Cup qualifier first leg. And that's followed by an under-21 tournament, the 4 Nations tournament, taking place over the weekend in Malacca, and then next Monday night 10 o'clock kickoff once again from Johor, Larkin Stadium. Malaysia versus Timor-Leste second leg. Throwing goes the way of Internacional. Belted clear by Civetti. Ment's got to be careful because Latangio's chasing. Diaz and Palazza. Oh, and Souza takes an up and under.
No, it looks worse than what it is. There's no malice in this. He stands his ground. He just goes over the top of him. There's not much in this.
But it is a solid landing. That's a solid piece of turf out there.
Yeah, underneath that grass, it's probably concrete. Yeah, it's the fall that makes it look worse than what it is. It's not the challenge, it's just the fall. You'll be okay.
Now with Sousa Daniel, Emmanuel Sousa will be a little bit winded. It is in all its gory glory
Just
once
stands
again.
his ground, a defender. Nothing wrong with that.
WWE, eat your heart out. 23 fouls isn't excessive. This is the chance now. Latangio, his left foot. Is this within distance?
I'd be amazed. I'd be amazed if he tries this.
Andre Grandi has only got 2 in the wall, so he doesn't think Latangio's going to go for goal. But Latangio goes for goal.
That's why I'd be amazed if he went for that, because it's. I mean, the odds of scoring from there are almost 0. It's got to be a magnificent effort or a big mistake from the goalkeeper.
Cortez, caught by Latangio, will strive forward and then he's taken out by João Vieira. Just cutting across his man. Sousa is back on the pitch. He's adding. Estudiantes still leading by a goal to 0. Gomez back to goalkeeper Francesconi. Montiel barged off the ball by Sampiao. We need Internacional to put something special together. As Gomez intercepted by Carvalho. Carvalho can only put it out of play. Earlier on today, Frenz United 2, Kashmir Antlers 1 in the 3rd and 4th place playoff. And for the 6th time today, 5th time against Estudiantes, a foul throw is called. Latangio. Game's gone just a little bit scruffy in the last 5 minutes or so. It really is incumbent upon Internacional to make something of this.
The calm before the storm, Des.
Carvalho. You've got the experience, Steve McMahon. Oh, there's a... Oh, bang, bang. First Montiel picks up a yellow card and Adin gets away.
The referee's in his right then to walk into 10 yards and give the other guy a yellow card. There we go. Bang. Yellow card. If we forward that a little bit, we'll see the next challenge. It should have been a yellow card as well. But on the attack here,
This is Silva.
Vieira.
Oh, it's a cross and beautifully defended at the near post. That's Cabrera getting back. That's a great ball in by Silva, Steve.
He can motor this game, Silva. I mean, we've only seen him come to the fore in the second half. He's an athlete. He gets up, he gets back. Good player.
Second corner for Internacional. Arriba. Adin clears. Gregorio. Look how close Adin is to him. No space. Montiel clears. Souza can't get the better of Carvalho. Souza Daniel onto Barbosa. Oh, Fortes started to make a run. Fortes does well. Barbosa looks for Gregorio. João Vieira. Fabulous battle. Cabrera did well. Both players claiming they were caught. Sorry, Adin it was who did well. Cordova. Silva. Cordova. Foyth. Montiel. Mens. That was no place for the faint-hearted.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There was no quarter-last or given. He went fair and square for the ball. Wonderful challenge.
Gabriel Mens.
Good player, Mens. Really is.
He's under pressure here because Apolaza. But he's also got a little bit of a devil inside of him as well, Gabriel Mens.
A bit like yourself. Cynical. He should be better than that. He's got to drop off. He's going nowhere. Apolaza, so he has to drop off and give himself a bit of space.
Yellow card for you?
Yes.
Not given. That's the kind of incident that maybe does need to be stamped upon, particularly now because the tackles are beginning to fly in thick and fast. Emmanuel Souza. Look at the wrestling on the 18-yard box. Souza's ball. Again by the goalkeeper.
Grande.
Apolaza. Again, every time trying to prevent the quick free kick. Javiera. The athlete Silva. Cortez. Great animation over a throw-in not given their way. Zappe out.
That reminds me of myself, I suppose.
I was thinking
exactly
that.
I got told off in the tournament last year for kicking the bottle onto the pitch, and the bottle's just being kicked onto the pitch, and he hasn't been told off. It's not fair.
I looked at you when I saw the reaction. There it was, McMahon. Cordova, free kick.
That should be a book, and he's kicked the ball away. Petulant. The referee's now got to go with it. And as I said before, it's only going to get worse from now on. You can't kick the ball away. Foul here, watch. Okay, referee gives it. All of a sudden, he has one touch and then he boots it. We can't see it on the screen, but he boots it away. That's a yellow card.
Gomez, he conceded the foul. Now João Vieira has gone over, and eventually the big fella, Ian Souza Daniel, makes his way up front.
Yeah, why? There were 3 at the back, and there's still 2 at the back for International. I'm marking 0. I don't like it. I don't know why they do it. The coach should be now drumming Silva at least to push onto the edge of the box and just leave the 1 back. No need for 2.
Header, pushed clear and pushed wide from Souza Daniel. Francesconi.
Offside.
Well, indeed it has. The flag has gone up for offside, hence the free kick. But Souza Daniel's presence made a big difference for Internacional.
Yeah, well offside. not even debatable. When a ball's kicked, he's at least 2-3 yards offside.
That was Cordova. And the goalkeeper, he wasn't involved at all. He's
It's gamesmanship.
yeah.
Already at this stage, 67 minutes in. Oh, he's got cramped. Don't tell me the goalkeeper can't have cramp. I've seen a lot, if the goalkeeper has cramp, then I'm going home.
Well, hopefully the gamesmanship doesn't come onto it. Let's have a look at the one goal that we've had so far. It came in the 30th minute in the first half. Latangio, he stops, he makes it easy for Montiel.
Montiel, it's a spotter's badge, so it's not easy. He can do the wrong thing. He's got a decision to make. Whether he cuts in, he has a go himself, but he picks Latangio out. Not just he picks him out, then Latangio has to do the right thing. Technically brilliant, but again, I'm going to say keeper should have done better.
Shots on goal, Estudiantes just edging it 10-8, but possessional-wise, Internacional are close to 60%. Thank you, as always, to our team of statisticians at the Magic who keep us honest, have throughout this whole tournament. It started last Monday when Estudiantes scored 4 against Suwon, Samsung Blue Wing. Since then, Estudiantes have beaten Perth Glory by 2-0. Frenz United by 2-0. Kashmir Antlers 3-1. Oh, Javiera closed down really quickly. That's Apalaza, the centre forward.
Yeah, sometimes your best defenders are the strikers.
Javiera gets away with the handball. Gregorio behind Barbosa. Adin steps in. Foyth gives the option. More International players pushing forward now. There might be a few gaps at the back as Foyth drives forward. Latangio finds Montiel. Breaks down Gregorio. We've got an injury to Latangio.
Cramp. That raking pass, 60-70 yard diagonal, was got the cramp on, I think.
Are we beginning to see a little bit of gamesmanship and cynicism coming in, Steve?
Absolutely. This is what they're all about. He's on about hamstring. He's saying no, but South American no means yes. I think. So the wife keeps telling me.
Well, it hasn't been a free-flowing classic by no stretch of the imagination, but it's been fascinating watching, and the pace has not relented in the 70 minutes we've had of play so far.
Agreed. The neutral will say, what's this all about? If you're certain you don't like football, you don't know what people are on about, and you go Estudiantes, International, under 19 football, not for me. But as an ex-pro and a coach, fascinating, wonderful talent on show, and tactics and aggression, and how to win. This is about winning games, winning tournaments.
Change, Latangio coming off, and Akuna Ahumada comes on. Weakens them somewhat going forward, Latangio, maybe strengthens them defensively, Estudiantes?
Yes, but Latangio was actually putting a shift in, going back the other way. So disappointing to see him not stay on the pitch, because he's the match winner.
At the moment he is literally the match winner. His goal separates the teams. And Internacional have got less than 20 minutes to pull this around. Mentz. Barbosa. Cordova. Lovely spin. Cortez. Took it away from Cordova. Here's Acuna, his first involvement.
I'd like to see Gregorio go up top, really direct, as the focal point to get in behind. He's got pace, he's got power, trickery, and he can cause damage if he's in the central area.
Silva. A couple of changes being planned by Internacional. Barbosa finds Silva. João Vieira, Fortes, Cordova. Too tight and picked up by Civetti. Here's Montiel. Sousa's the main man up top. Montiel's got pace. Sousa, the only man in the penalty area. Great tackle by Civetti.
Gomez goes there. He's worked tirelessly.
Gomez it was indeed.
Little captain.
The changes. Cordova is off. João Victor comes on. Tricky winger. We saw the brilliant assist he gave the other day. And Bruno Fuchs is on for Leandro. That will push Silva further forward. Bruno Fuchs is very much a left back. Mentz. I think it was Fortes who came off. He was the other player who came off.
Yes, I think it was. In fact, definitely.
Yes. Sampaio will chase and reach. Lovely ball into João Victor. And João, oh, what a tackle, Cabrera. Well, they played all their cards now, have Internacional, in defence of their title. He has a little nutmeg. Your left back nutmegging the substitute who's on and then milking the situation. Here's Gomez. Silva. Fuchs does just enough. Well, later on, in about 15 minutes' time, if Internacional don't get an equaliser, it's going to be an MVP. Who is in the frame in your mind, Steve McMahon?
I think it has to come from the two teams in the final. And so you look at quality. We know that defensively, both teams have been excellent. Oh, we go, hold on, there's
Dos Santos. João Victor Dos Santos.
no, but yeah, I'm looking at offensive players. So Gomez is the one that makes Estudiantes tick. Sousa, the 4-goal hero for Estudiantes. Apalaza. But for me, I've got to go for Latanzio. I think he's the one for me that stands out, that I would say he can make it high, and that's where I'm looking.
That's what this tournament is all about. It's under 19s. Yes, you've got to, or you're looking to win it yourselves, but it is to try to establish a career in the professional football game. This is Acuna. Throws himself to the ground under no contact whatsoever. Under the Pepe rule, but he's won a corner. Why do players do it, Steve?
What, fall over?
Yes.
Because the ball like that, especially this part of the world, the South American, they're winning 1-0. They're playing the tricks. They're playing all the games they like, and that's why they do it. They're brought up that way. I mean, not like us, not like Asian. We get up, we're honest. We get up. If it's a foul, it's a foul. We shake hands, even though we've been fouled. These guys play out. It's about winning. They've got a great mentality.
Another corner for Estudiantes de La Plata. This is corner number 3. Mentz gets the header. Acuna under pressure from Barbosa. Adin thinks of his goalkeeper. And instead goes right the way across the field where Sousa knew he was offside. Gregorio takes it quickly. João Vieira, that's easy for Diaz. And then Cabrera. They haven't seriously tested goalkeeper Francesconi, Internacional. That's possibly the disappointment for them. For all the endeavour and aggression as Silva comes forward with pace, but Adin defends robustly. Civetti alongside Gomez have been outstanding in that central midfield role. There's Bruno Fuchs. Barbosa. Sousa doing the defensive work on his opposite number. Acuna. Montiel was looking for Apalaza. Now both players have decided there was some kind of contact there, and I'll leave you to be the referee, Steve McMahon.
Well, first of all, I think International defender here, he knows he's in it before he puts it out, where he's got a cramp, but then he swings out on Apalaza. He makes the most of it, I've got to say, Apalaza, but again, nothing in. Petulance. Cramped.
Throw-in will be Internationals. I hope we don't have a scruffy ending. I don't think the tournament deserves a scruffy ending. Apalaza in very quickly. That's an interesting one for the fair play adjudicating board. Acuna. And the change is going to be Emmanuel Sousa coming off for Estudiantes, and Uses, who is a creative player but not of the same ilk.
Yeah, of course. Well, you're not going to get many Sousas in this world who play in that natural number 10 role. So, big call, 10 minutes left, sacrificing his real playmaker for a more solid, aggressive midfield play.
The Under-19 Frenz International Cup. It's matured from its debut season in 2012 as an Under-15 event. 2013 it was Under-16. Had a year off, and then the last 2 years had Under-18, Under-19. This is Barbosa. Again, Adin. Alistair Edwards in commentary has been a big fan of Adin. He likes the defensive players. Lovely ball looking for Apalaza.
Well, you notice after the first game, Estudiantes made 10 changes to the team, and Adin was the only player who kept his place in the side, so maybe the coach knows how important he is to the side.
Gregorio, blocked off by your friend Ivan Gomez. I hadn't noticed him until you started picking him out, and then he's everywhere, Gomez.
Yes, he's like a rash, he's all over you.
Bruno Fuchs is available for post. Mentz has gone up. But the corner is frankly awful.
Oh, that'll drive the coaches berserk. You're into the last 10 minutes or so, and you've got a set piece, you've got all your big guns up there, put it into a danger area, and you can't even reach the near post. It's out of play.
Into the final 10 minutes. Francesconi's long ball for Estudiantes, who lead courtesy Carlos Latangio's 30th minute goal. Here's Acuna. Fuchs wants the throw in, isn't going to get it. Oh, maybe he is. Cue apoplexy in the Estudiantes bench. Gregorio taken off by João. And there's a foul there. João was caught by Adin. And the ball is belted somewhere into next week. And it's getting tempestuous out there.
I'm just looking at the benches, mate. I'm fascinated to look at both sets of coaches.
That was you last year, Steve.
No, don't be silly.
You were talking putting an ISO cam on you.
Or a heart monitor.
But it's a free kick to Internacional. Again, Fuchs is up there. Gabriel Mentz. What kind of a cross from Javiera?
Yep, that's the one.
Goalkeeper deals with it. Silva. Fuchs up there first. Sampaio beaten to the ball. Apalaza. Eduardo Apalaza, but it's broken to Sampaio. Barbosa could go anywhere, and Francesconi clings on to the loose ball.
Yeah, lovely little pass, onside, puts it into the danger area. Bit confusion, but the keeper then makes the right decision. Lovely keeper.
Supported by 3 players on the line. It is the closest Internacional have come. Foyth. You were saying before the match that you didn't think Internacional were as good as last year. I didn't believe you. Maybe I'll start to listen to you, because this is Montiel, who set up the only goal of the game. He's got Fuchs for support. Montiel's cross. Mentz clears. Carvalho. Barbosa now playing as the out-and-out striker. On Sampaio. Nearly caught by Osses. Free kick to Internacional. You see a way back for them?
Possibly. You know, the football is that way, the nature. And you're dropping off. See the line they're holding now. It's now 30-40 yards into their own half, where we said at half-time it was 10 yards. Now it's 40 yards, 50 yards. So they're dropping deeper and deeper. Again, the break though, look.
Long ball over the top. Francesconi's got to deal with it, and does so. Estudiantes have still got a substitute that they can play.
I'm just watching. It's quite funny. Souza is the centre half. He's limping for fun. He can't even walk. He's been told to go up top as the striker. And if he get half a break, see what I'm talking about. He's barely walking.
At the other end, Carvalho picks up a yellow card. Yeah, I can see he is limping, and they've used all their substitutes of Internacional. As Carvalho brings down the hard-working Adin. That's cynical. 6th yellow card of the game. "33 fouls in all." It's only really in the latter stages it's got a little bit chippy. Estudiantes are very close to exacting a little bit of revenge on Internacional. Silva and Acuna, and it's Acuna who's penalised. Ivan Gomez, what's he doing up there? He is everywhere.
He is, yeah. He's got the desire, hasn't he? He wants to win this big time, really does.
Fuchs on ball. Fuchs for Barbosa. Excellent defending from Cabrera. Fuchs steps in and is dispossessed by Apalaza. And a tackle from big Bruno Fuchs, but time is running out for Internacional. And the final change is about to be made by Estudiantes. And it is going to be Thomas Montiel, the right winger, coming off to be replaced by a defender, Leon Pierre-Gacomi. So Montiel is off. Now then, he's got away. Well, he did for a moment until he was pulled back by Damian Adin. We haven't really seen enough of Luis Gregorio. Foyth. And here's your John Stones lookalikes, and Foyth is...
And he goes away, look at this.
Apalaza!
Oh, dearie me.
That was for the golden boot. Brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic effort, it really was. You can almost see, you know, the bounce.
Oh, it's 3 yards away from the goal line. That is tough. If the ground isn't as hard, that's in the back of the net and the cup is won. Now we're looking at how many minutes are added on, and we believe it's 3. Pierre-Gacomi. Three is confirmed. Sampiao, super tackle. Mentz has moved up alongside. The 2 former centre-backs are now playing as centre-forwards for Internacional. Carvalho is one of a 3-man rear guard.
Forget positions nowadays, it's all, every man to the pump.
And Estudiantes playing the clock very nicely. Estudiantes players being told to sit down by the 4th official. And they've won a free kick right in the corner. Rosas able to keep the ball in the corner. Carvalho wins it back. Last chance saloon, 90 seconds left for Internacional. Grandi starts the move. This is Silva. Every red shirt is back in their own half. Silva launches it for Mentz, and that's not good. Apalaza can think of lobbing the keeper again. Pierre Giacomi, Apalaza, Bruno Fuchs, belts it long. João de Santos can't get it under control. Into the final 60 seconds. Estudiantes can taste the victory. Barbosa challenges. Mentz beaten by Foyth, who's been terrific defensively, and coming forward. Buys the foul, there's one Foyth.
Yeah, fantastic. And that looks as though it's game over. You watch the celebrations, Desi, when this final whistle goes, from the bench especially. Substitutions, the players.
There they are on the bench, they're questioning the match referee, but there's still 10 seconds to go. The possession for Estudiantes, and they play it into the corner. Now it's all about the referee. Latanzio's goal at the moment is Osses wide for a corner kick. So Estudiantes, the potential champions, end on the attack, Steve McMahon.
Yes, and even at this stage, Apalaza is still trying to get that 5th goal of the competition. Great save. They're not going to put this in the box now. They're going to play this in the corner and see the game out.
We're into time added on to time added on.
It's over. It's got to be over.
Apalaza, final whistle goes, and there are the celebrations you were talking about. Estudiantes de La Plata have exacted revenge for their defeat last season in Palembang. They've won this one by a goal to nil, courtesy Carlos Latanzio. Fair result, Steve McMahon.
Yes, absolutely. Game plan perfect. Perfect. He just had the better players, match winners, and he stopped one, he can't stop the second, he stopped the second, he can't stop the third. I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful performance.
The celebrations will last long into the night. Estudiantes came here with a game plan. They scored the first goal of the tournament 3 minutes in. They've scored the last goal of the tournament as well, and they've defended magnificently to prevent Internacional getting any really clean strikes on goal.
Yep, that's right, and such a quality side as Internacional, if you limit them to the chances, then you're going to win games, and that's why you have to put it down to a wonderful team performance.
Okay, while the celebrations are ongoing, we can just wrap up. We're going to go for a small commercial break. When we come back, we'll have the best of the highlights, plus the trophy presentation. Congratulations, Estudiantes de La Plata, victors of the Frenz International Cup 2016. A very warm welcome back to Paso Gudang, where you're enjoying the celebrations of Estudiantes de La Plata, who have won the 4th edition of the Frenz International Cup They have beaten Internacional by 1-0. A repeat of the 2015 final that took place in Palembang has gone the way of Estudiantes, and this was the goal that won it for them. Look at the breakout, it's a 3v1 break. Apalaza finds Montiel. He takes his time to find Carlos Latangio. And Latangio's third goal of the tournament would prove to be the only goal of the game. Winning in midfield, but look how one goes near post, one goes far post, giving Montiel options. It's a firm drive. Co-commentator Steve McMahon was critical of Andre Grandi for his involvement in the goal. That's the international goalkeeper. But it's a firm strike, goes back across the tall goalkeeper, who can only parry it into the side netting. And there is Latangio. My, how did he celebrate? He would be later substituted as Internacional tried their hardest to come back in the second half. This is Gregorio firing a shot wide. Again, Steve McMahon, the director of football at Frenz, the former England international, was saying that, well, they've got to get closer. They've really got to put pressure on Francesconi in goal, and Internacional never did. In fact, it was Estudiantes who came closest to adding to their goals. That's an effort from Juan Apalaza, which looks a bad miss, but in the end, you just look at the little bobble as Apalaza gets free. He's clear on goal, he's picked his spot, and then boing, just steps up just a couple of inches, and Apalaza cannot celebrate his fifth goal. Again, the chances, Apalaza, he doesn't bust a back, as McMahon would say. Sousa's ball in. Apalaza can't get the touch for his fifth goal of the tournament. Going the other way, Barbosa, he moved up top, and this is the man Gregorio, and he was on song. That was where they had their best efforts. Gregorio trying to cross the face of goal. They didn't really get enough players in the penalty area or get enough strikes on goal to really deserve back-to-back titles. International. First attack, main attempt, as you can see, come down the left-hand side. This is Silva. This cross is put away for a corner kick by Cabrera. But the value of Estudiantes' back four, who weren't really pressured until this game, they stood firm throughout. Again, the pressure came on in the last few minutes. This was the best chance that they did create, but again, good defending. Safe goalkeeping from Francesconi. 6 red and white shirts back in the penalty area, only 2 in the penalty area when Barbosa's cross came in. Just sheer volume of numbers and determination, the key ingredients for Estudiantes de La Plata. And they had a chance. How about this? Apalaza. This would have been a wonderful way to confirm the victory. Instead, it bounces off the hard turf and onto the crossbar. A rueful grin from Apalaza, where he will still be the joint top scorer with Reza Karimi of Frenz United. And again, very, very late on, a chance this one for Osas, who forces a decent save from Grandi. So in the end, Estudiantes de La Plata have had the better opportunities, and as Steve McMahon says, are fully worthy their victory. They've had more shots, total 12-9. They've had more corners, had slightly less possession. It's been a little bit feisty with 6 yellow cards, but there you can see the on-target efforts from Vieira and Felipe. And Felipe also off target. Estudiantes de La Plata, this is the second half shots. They were a little bit more reluctant to push forward, but they were deserving of their 1-0 victory. So now on to live pictures, which will be the final prize-giving presentation of this 4th Frenz International Cup. And the first prizes that we'll get will be for Kashmir Antlers, who were 4th overall. They were beaten 2-1 by Frenz United earlier on this afternoon. They gave a good account of themselves, did Kashmir Antlers. They sent a relatively young team to this tournament. And although they were beaten by Internacional in the group stages, they got through courtesy of a goal difference. They got them in ahead of Chonburi, and in the semi-finals were beaten 3-1 by Estudiantes. No disgrace in that defeat. A couple of goalkeeping errors hurting them hard. And then against Frenz United, they were just outpowered by the hosts.
2016 goes to the team of Kashima Antlers SC.
So this is Kashmir Antlers. On the podium, Superintendent Mohammed Dali bin Wahid, a member of the FAM Local Competitions Committee.
Welcome the representative from Kashima FC to the stage to receive
Harun
the
Fadzlina
check.
as well, Binti Haji Harun, representative from the Salasa Hotel, which has been the host hotel. And Steve McMahon, technical director of Frenz United, was also my co-commentator today, and he was loving having their bird's eye view, being able to analyse this tournament, particularly this
And
final
the
day.
awards for
So
Frenz International
$8,000
Cup
runner-up for
2016
Kashima
goes
Antlers.
to the team of Kashima Antlers FC.
And Kashima also winning the Fair
Once
Play
again,
Award.
Please welcome the representative from Kashima Antlers FC to the stage to receive.
Once again, Fadzlina handing out the prizes. And thanks to the hotels and the organising committee for looking after the teams and the officials for this 4th Frenz International Cup. It's first time in Johor. Last season it was split between Kuala Lumpur and Palembang in Indonesia. Previous years it's been in PJ.
Check. USD 12,000 to the second runner-up.
Okay, this is the second runner-up.
Top scorer awards, medal, and mock check. USD 25,000 to the first runner-up.
And Steve McMahon waits to hand out the prizes.
The second runner-ups for Frenz International Cup 2016 goes to the team of Frenz United FC.
So Frenz United picking up the second runner-up award, and Steve McMahon, the TD, handing over the check for $12,000.
Please welcome the representative from Frenz United FC to the stage.
Nasrul Haziq, the fullback and captain, representing the club, who once again have done themselves proud. The whole purpose of Frenz is to develop players who are capable of becoming professionals, as Steve alluded to in the commentary. 5 of the guys are going to get the chance to be looked at by JDT.
The representation of the Frenz International Cup 2016.
Next we look on to the top scorer awards.
Worth of USD 1,000 goes to the player jersey number 9. Abdulazar Juan Francisco from Estudiantes de La Plata.
So the top scorer award goes to Juan Apalaza. He picked himself up.
He has scored 5 goals for this tournament.
And the Estudiantes man, he led the line really well today.
Once again, congrats to Abdulazar
Hit the bar,
Juan Francisco from
forced a couple of decent saves.
de La Plata.
Didn't score the goal today, but was involved in the move that led up to it. And is he one of the players who will be talking about in 4, 5, 6 years' time, when the Copa America comes around and when the Copa Libertadores are on our televisions? Okay, we move next on to the
Ladies
MVP award.
and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the first runner-ups of the Frenz International Cup 2016. Goes to the team of Estudiantes de La Plata.
So the first runner-up, I think the MC's got that one wrong. First runner-up has got that one wrong. He's called it Estudiantes. The first runner-up is indeed Internacional.
International.
Who won't be too thrilled. The scowls say it all, but they should be proud of their 10 days worth of work. 2 wins out of 2 in the group stages, a good victory over Frenz in the semi-final, and some fine individual performances. We look out for the number 9 in particular, Luis Gregorio. The centre-back, Gabriel Mentz, who Steve McMahon described as immense. Leandro Sampao came forward and scored a blistering goal, as only Brazilian fullbacks can do.
The team
Silva,
received medal
the athlete.
check, USD 25,000.
It was a decent effort from Internacional to defend their crown, but of course, runners-up is never good, particularly when you're playing an Argentine club. Here's Barbosa, and the big man, Bruno Fuchs. He comes through. Cordova, who scored the important goal against Frenz United in the semi-final. Empire, who scored the first, the big goalkeeper, Andre Grandi, who likes to play out from the back. Scowls right the way through as Ian Sousa Daniel, who is a big, strong centre-back, makes his way forward. Fortes, who played in the false number 9 in the first half. And there is Empire coming through. And Carvalho, the defensive midfielder, followed by all the technical team. Again, these guys have got decisions to make. Carlos Liera, the coach there, who went through first. These guys have got decisions to make over which of these players make it into the professional grade, who are released, because they're at that stage of their careers, 18, 19, where those decisions are made. So they're the first runners up. International winners last year, 3-2 in Palembang. They're picking up a $25,000 check just to ease their way home. That's all expenses picked up by Frenz United, as Gabriel Mentz is a reluctant recipient of that $25,000 check. Now on to the winners, to the victors, the spoils. A round of applause for International. And sportingly, they go to the team who've defeated them in the final.
It is our great pleasure to invite Superintendent Madali bin Wahid to present the Most Valuable Player, MVP awards, and champion medals.
It was feisty in the game, sporting after the game.
To the winning team.
And
the
now
Most
we come
Valuable
to
Player award of the Frenz International Cup
top
2016. We received trophy and mock check USD 3,000 goes to the player jersey number 5, Gomez Ivan Alejandro from Estudiantes de La Plata.
The MVP, and it goes to Estudiantes central midfielder Ivan Gomez, the captain. He was the man who Steve McMahon himself picked out as the most likely recipient, although no, Steve went for Latanjo in the end, didn't he? He said it's got to be a striker, but Ivan Gomez led by example. He was everywhere. One midfielder of old, one midfielder of the future. On the right-hand side of your screen there, the prize presented by Superintendent Mohammed Dali bin Wahid.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the champions of the Frenz International Cup 2016, Estudiantes de La Plata.
And to the champion,
the winner will receive
Estudiantes.
medal and mock check, USD 50,000.
$50,000, and of course that beautiful, beautiful trophy. $20,000 in the trophy alone. And the Estudiantes club song is being sung by the officials and by the players as they go up to pick. Last year at Sharlam, I remember when they first came to this tournament, they were loving the opportunity to be playing abroad. They were singing the club song loud and proud. And this time they go away as victors. It's always nice. You've got one foot there. John Stones looking like we picked him out very early on. All the matches that we televised from Pasagudang, they all involved Estudiantes de La Plata. Maybe they had just a slight advantage and they played one more game in the group, and all the matches were here at this venue. And in the end, they were defending very, very well. They had the better chances. They scored the only goal. Jacomi, who came on late. They also gave experience to every single player in their squad, and they deserve the accolade as champions. They've following the footsteps of Internacional.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen,
The
put your
winners of the
your
Frenz
hands
International
together
Cup
to
2016.
the Estudiantes de La Plata.
de La Plata. As they await for the trophy to be picked up for them. And Superintendent Dali in the background will come to the foreground. And after a 1-0 victory over
Once again,
Internacional,
this is the winner of Frenz International Cup
picks up the trophy.
2016.
And there are your champions for 2016.
Estudiantes de La Plata.
From Argentina.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our
And that
awards
concludes our
presentation
coverage of the
ceremony.
Frenz International
On
Cup
behalf
from the
of
team
the
behind
Frenz
the scenes, the
International
cameraman, the
we
sound
thank you for
the
your support, and
statisticians,
we
our
hope
director
to see
Jay
all
Webb,
of you
our
in the
producer
next
Raslin,
edition
and all the
in
guys who've been involved in the week. From the
2017.
commentary
Good
team
night
and myself,
and
Des
thank
Corkill, I
you.
hope you've enjoyed it, and congratulations to Estudiantes.